I know there's simply no way that I'm about to give y'all a juicy ass story time. Like I don't have a flight to catch in the next 3 hours. Okay, y'all, so we gonna make it quick. Your girl's on a timer. Hold on, let me prop y'all up. I woke up at 6 a.m. to tell y'all this because your girl's traveling. I'm about to go back to hostels, but I was like, let me enjoy this little Airbnb while I have it, and it's a story time I wanted to share. Now, mind you, this happened years ago, okay? Like, this is long overdue. But for me, I wanted it to be natural. I didn't want it to be content. And so, yeah, I kept it to myself. Anyway, so welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. I have to tell you about my first experience with a woman. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I wanted it to be natural. And I didn't want to make a thing out of it. I wanted it to be my own natural experience. So I didn't turn it into like story time, this, that, and the third. And I thought about it a couple times and I was like, yeah, you know what, maybe, I don't know. So I meet this girl in my city. We met on Tinder. And it was cool till it wasn't cool, but let's start off with the good, okay? Because it was a really phenomenal experience. It's the hardest I've ever come with anybody. Whew, that's the tea in itself, y'all. Like, I've come with a man who knows me. It was really just my ex. But like, honey, she had me quaking and a shaking. I'm not just saying that. So she was dominant, she was pretty, she was petite. I was a little worried about like the body contrast, not her body, she was beautiful. But you know, like I'm bigger, I'm thick, I'm a little chubby, you know, and for me, with some people who are skinnier, sometimes cuddling just feels a little bit awkward, and there's no shame. I'm not trying to shame anyone who's skinny. It's just more so like, I just want to make sure, okay, are we both comfortable? Are we both feeling it, etc.? So I had this like, okay, like she was very, very petite, but she was dominant. It was such a contrast. I was like, okay, like, you know, you petite or whatever, but like, you talk your shit. You talk your shit. Oh my goodness. And I really like that about her, because what is that beeping? 1 second, it might be the stove. My bad, I went and reset something. I just made breakfast. I need to hurry up and tell y'all this. Anyways, and I hate to rush story time, but I liked it because she was like petite and dominant and all that stuff. I was like, okay. Like, and at the time, I was extremely submissive. I didn't really step into my switch stage. Oh, sorry, 1 second. All right, I fixed it. We should be good. So anyways, I hadn't really stepped into my switch stage. We meet on Tinder, we chatted or whatever. I hit her up on IG. I was like, you're really beautiful, etc. Real cool shit. So immediately she invites me over. I'm not trying to be like no man and be like, oh, I'm fucking this, that, and the third. Like, it would be nice to be with my first woman, but I'm not gonna objectify her. I'm a woman. I know how that feels. I'm not gonna be, oh, okay, well, hopefully I get some pussy. Like, I don't know how some people think like that. Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm nervous. I'm curious about her. I really do like her. I wasn't trying to date forever or date. I don't even know what I was in there for, honestly. Like, maybe if she was open to dating, sure, but it seemed like it was kind of just a hookup thing or whatever. So I was just like, I'm gonna let her lead and do her thing. I'm here for really whatever. And I'm not saying that and be like, okay, but I want some pussy or I want this or I want that. Like, no, I really had this like, you a vibe and I'm just trying to be around you however you'll allow me in your presence. So she invites me over to her house for the first time. I'm nervous. Oh my goodness. Like, I am nervous. She's sweet. She's a protector and a provider. She's like, you want anything? I'm about to order some this and that. So she's ordering like alcohol off the little dashing app or whatever. We got Adventure Time on the TV, which is such a vibe. You know your girl loves some Adventure Time. Oh my God, that was so cute. I was like, oh shit, like this is really like, I was like, you know, I didn't think it was gonna be my first time because I wasn't going in with that expectation. So I wasn't like, okay, really setting the mood here. I just had to say, okay, this is cute. But in retrospect, I had to say, oh, this was actually a really nice first time with a woman. So Adventure Time's on the TV. We're watching. She's like coy. Like she talk her shit for real. She's like, you can sit on the bed, blah, blah, blah. And we're just chilling, whatever. I am always consensual. I don't play about that. So at one point, like we were chilling. She offered drinks. It was really sweet. We were just relaxing. And I was like, is it okay if I like come closer to you? She's like, yeah. Like, come here. Like, you know, I was like, is it okay if we cuddle? She's like, yeah. So we cuddle and she's more petite, but you know, we made it work. And I was like, all right, this is nice or whatever. And then she's like, you know, gently doing little butterfly touches and all that. I was like, okay, this is nice. Like, I'm over here nervous I was nervous because I've always considered myself someone who's open to everyone. But as much as I love women, I have never been with one until this moment. So I was like, damn, like this is a very like monumental moment for me. And I didn't even realize it because again, I'm not going in with the expectation, but I was like, if something does happen, I'm nervous. I'm nervous if something doesn't happen. I'm nervous just being here. So we was lit. We ended up smoking, drinking, chilling or whatever. And it got to the point where like she's rubbing me, so I'm knowing like, okay, you're here for it or you're not here for it, but you've been putting on a good act. Shit. Like, but she don't seem like the type that's gonna do something she don't want to do. So I wasn't worried about that. So it gets to the point, like I look over her and I was like, is it okay if I kiss you? And she was like, yeah. And so we start making out and I'm over here, I'm like, ooh. Now I've kissed a girl before or made out with a girl or whatever, but I'm saying like, okay, it's been a while, okay, like, let me stop. No, of course I didn't do that. But yeah, so I was like, okay, like, yeah, all right, wow, this is nice. And so we get a little like touchy-feely or whatever. We feeling up on each other. I don't want to get too explicit for the sake of YouTube, but see, look at me smiling, think about it. We were feeling on each other or whatever. It was a nice little vibe. I'm over here feeling her. I'm like, okay, she fire, like she lit. She dances as well. She was a stripper. And yeah, so we start getting into it. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to remember little details. We start getting into it. And what'd she say? Oh, okay, so much happened. Your girl got strapped. What? What'd I say? What words came out of my mouth? Huh? What'd you say? What you heard? What? I ain't saying that. What you mean? What you talking about? Yo, she pulled out the big one. She pulled out the big one. And the underwears that hold the big one is like the official underwears. I was like, I didn't know they make those. Like, there's a hole and then you put the thing in and then, I don't know how she knew. I guess just the way I act. She was like, yeah, she's submissive or whatever. So she was like, she was asking me, of course, consent, all this stuff. She's like, is this okay? Was this size okay? Are you comfortable with this? I was like, yeah, just, yup, So I was sitting there, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm about to get strapped by this petite ass, pretty ass girl. Like, this is a different level of kinky. I'm here for it. Ooh, honey, hot and steamy in that bitch. Oh, wait, but before this, okay, before any of this happened, we actually ended up like just teasing and touching each other. And it was funny because she was like taunting me and she had this like, yeah, fingers don't make me come. And I was like, I was made fun of for these hands since middle school, honey, elementary. Like, you sure? You sure? My hand's literally the size of, I don't know if everybody's hand's the size of their face, but mine is, okay? Like, honey, my ex, whatever size shoe he wears, our hands are close to each other. I was in there, I was like, yeah, we'll see. So anyways, she's like, yeah, you're not gonna like, she was basically taunting, like, okay, like, you're not about it for real, this and that third. She did not know it was my first time with a woman. I didn't know it was something I should have disclosed. I didn't know if there's gonna be judgment or whatever. So I just didn't say it. I was like, you know what, if an experience is an experience. I'm not like revealing anything that changes the dynamic of us being together, in my opinion. So I don't think it was that drastic. But, oh yeah, like, you know, you're the first, because that might have been, oh, you're putting too much pressure on me or whatever it is. So I was like, let me just go with the flow. Let me just be natural. So she said that, and I did what I did. It's not a dick, but it'll do a little something. I did what I did. And then I was like, that was a very satisfying moment. That just made my first girl. Ooh, wee. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was hyped. I was so hyped. Oh my God. No, that was nice. I was sitting there, I was like, Man, so that was very satisfying. Because if I'm going to get mine, you're going to get yours. I didn't even know I was going to get mine. After that, she pulled out the strap. So I'm sitting there, we get on the bed, I'm bent over for another woman. I was like, oh my goodness, like, what? And again, this happened years ago. I don't have very, like, many sexcapades, honestly. So, like, this was a very key core memory for me. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I'm bent over, taking her, whatever, like, and I was fast. And she goes, I could tell you fuck men. I was like, gagged. Not me caught as a virgin princess in the pussy parade. In the pussy palace, I've been found out. They've exposed my identity. I was like, oh my goodness, what done gave it away? She's like, you fuck fast. I was like, She goes, usually men love that, like. I was like, I fuck slow too. Just tell me, we can switch it up. So I slowed it down, and she really like, she was very sensual and very erotic. Like, I met my match for sure. Because, like, with some guys, straight up, it's just easier, quicker to seduce. No offense, y'all, if y'all watching this. If y'all watching this, man, quicker to seduce, easier to, like, make. With women, it's different. It's really, I'm not saying it's not an experience with men, but it's really, like, an event. A proper event. Like, I had this, like, oh, like, wow. Oh, oh, okay. So we took time with it. It was tedious. It was more thoughtful. It was gentle butterfly touches. It was not rushing to the final finish line and actually taking little steps along the way, which was so nice. Like, it's the little kisses here and this. And I'm not saying you can't do that with the man, but I just know this is one of my, like, most wow, mind-blowing experiences, and it was with a woman. So I came very hard. Like, her thing was covered with, like, okay, we're on YouTube. So yeah, so anyways, it was a very beautiful experience, and she started showing me, like, she had her leg behind her ear, and she started showing me, like, just gently, like, do this, we could do that. I was like, oh my gosh, it was an amazing first time. Ended up spending the night, and then she took me out for breakfast the next day, paid for it too. Like, she had this, like, when the bill came and we both went for, I was like, oh, this is really a different experience. I like it here. Paid for it, we went our separate ways, and she was stylish. She could dress, she looked good. Like, even though she got weird, okay, I'm about to tell you the weird part real quick before I have to go catch this flight. She was a vibe. I'm gonna give that to her. She was a vibe. She knew how to dress. Unfortunately, when other people got involved, it got weird, but, like, she was a vibe, and I appreciate, like, my first time with her. I could separate the experiences. Yeah, so where it got weird, she invited me over again, and she ended up bringing her friend. Now, me and her friend got along so well that we ended up becoming friends too. And there was a point where all at her house talking, vibing. I don't know if it was like an all attention on me thing, because that's what her friend had mentioned. Sometimes it's like that with her, where it's like, okay, I want everybody to focus on me. Everybody loves me. But I was equally trying to, like, pay attention to the girl I was just with, romantically, very intimately. And she still, to this day, I don't think she knows she was my first. And, you know, pay attention to her friend too. Not like that. I wasn't romantically interested in the friend. I was there platonically. But I was trying to, like, you know, just make it a group vibe. But I didn't want to be like a puppy dog and be like, like, oh my gosh, we just fucked. Like, hey, baby girl, hey. And we're in front of your friend too. So it was a chill vibe. Her friend does YouTube, her friend dances, her friend does all the shit I do. So of course we're clicking on a YouTube level, but it was never in a romantic or intimate sense. I think she felt some type of way because she had this, like, she got quiet, we was all smoking, chilling. She had this, like, yeah, fuck this, I'm not with this no more. And then she had this, like, okay, everybody can go home. I was like, ooh, I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting, because, like, I don't know how that went down. Her friend ends up, I don't know if it was through social media or what, but we ended up connecting. I had an old best friend at the time, and we had this idea. We were like, you know what, let's all get together and do something, like do a big thing. So we decided we're gonna get this fancy ass hotel. It's like $200 plus something a night. And we're gonna do forest fruit. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The little trippy ones. Yeah, we're gonna do forest fruit, right? And everybody had agreed on it. I found this lady in the city. It was this white lady, and she undercover in our city doing the damn thing, selling the forest fruit. I was like, okay, shawty, go ahead. So I managed to get my hands on some. At the moment, it felt kind of exclusive. It was like, do you know somebody that got it? Do you know somebody that got it? So we end up, me and my friend booked this hotel. We didn't ask them to pay anything whatsoever. We were like, listen, this is an experience for us. Let's make it really count. It'll be really fun. She said yes. Everybody said yes. The other girl was with it. Like, so it's 4 of us. It's my friend and me, and then her friend and her. So, and there's no like, oh my God, we just fucked. Oh, you're my girl. None of that. It comes along for the event, right? We're on IG talking. We're trying to plan stuff. And she is MIA, the girl I was with for the first time. Maybe you've seen this video on my channel if it's still up. But we had a sleepover, okay, all girls, like, and we all did OF and content and stuff like that. So we weren't trying to force it, but we were like, hey, if some collaborations happen, if everybody's comfortable, you know, that's also an option. So we had discussions prior. What is everybody comfortable with? Okay, if this changes, we all understand, like, it's all about consent. What about forms? What about taxes? Okay, well, how far are we going? Like, we just doing some girls twerking in, you know, sleepover vibes? Yay, oh my gosh, clickbait. Or are we really, like, getting into it? Like, how comfortable are we with each other? We were asking about, like, food, snacks, party favors, how much forbidden forest fruit people want. Planning. We were doing neon neon things where there was a trend where you put the neon thing, you make a stick figure of yourself in the dark, you turn off the light, you dance. We were doing that. We were trying to do a paint party. This was like an event we were trying to plan. So we are including the girls in it. We're like, hey, like, this is what's up, yada, yada, yada. And the one girl, her friend that I met when we had linked up, she's all for it. She's, oh, this is great YouTube content. This is going to be great. This, like, yes, absolutely. Like, let's go for it. This shit about to be fire. Other shawty is barely in the chat. She ain't trying to talk on the phone. She ain't trying to be in the chat. She don't even seem like she here for it. I'm sorry, I don't want to call her shawty because she was a very chill woman until like the sleepover part. So she's just not in the chat. She's not participating. So we're like, you know what? We're filling her in the group chat. We're like, listen, if she pops up, she pops up. If she's feeling it, she's feeling it, whatever. And her friend was like, listen, she's been a little diva sometimes. I was like, hey, I ain't gonna say nothing. That's your friend. That is your friend, okay? That was my first experience for the night and a woman I met on Tinder, but that is your friend. So anyway, she's like, yeah, she could be a bit of a diva, blah, blah, blah. It's okay, whatever. Time comes around for the event. I am running around in my car, panicking, stressed, trying to get myself ready, trying to pick up everything, y'all. Like, get ready for this hotel. I'm doing different photo shoots as well because I had an OF. I did like a candy-themed photo shoot with blue and pink and like, man, the night before or the couple days before, I had a hotel with my ex. And I did like a bunny themed photo shoot, BDSM, bunny type of thing. I was busy. I was booked and busy. I'm running around trying to get everything for this stuff. And I'm spending a lot of money, but I'm not asking anybody for any money because it's all about the vibe. If I could fund the vibe, I'm going to try my best to fund the vibe. Just come and be good energy towards it. So it gets to the day of, and like right before, shawty is tripping. She's like, who got the this, that, and the third. She's like, I don't know what's going on. So she blames it on her anxiety. And I try to be really understanding of people and their mental health because I also have anxiety issues too sometimes. I've had panic attacks. I know those deep, intense, like it feels like the world is just crashing in on you. So I was trying to be considerate, but sometimes there's mental health and sometimes there's just who you are as a person. And I know they merge and it's very intertwined, but like sometimes you got to separate and figure out what's what, straight up. So she's like, it's the day before. She has not been participating in the chat by choice. We talked on the phone. We were doing this, that, and the third. She did not want to be in that chat. Day before, she's, I don't know what's going on. Listen, I'm just stressed out. So I think that might have actually been the anxiety of like, okay, this is a lot, new people. Well, she knew me, she knew her friend, but she was just meeting my friend for the first time. The girl was meeting my friend for the first time as well. And then my friend was meeting both of them for the first time. So it was, and so anyways, she's panicking. I was like, okay, like, it's okay, calm down. Like, whatever you're for, be for it. If you're not for it, it's okay, just calm down. It doesn't have to be serious. She's like, I don't know what's going on. She raises her voice with me, and then she starts talking crazy, and I had to snap on her. I had to snap on her, and then she went into puppy dog mode and was like, listen, I got anxiety. Like, you can't be talking to me like that. I'm like, you were just, oh, no, that's what happened. We were on the phone. She calls me, and she's, like, screaming. I'm like, I'm submissive. I'm not your sucker punch bag, okay? Like, I'm not a sucker. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't call me screaming. My energy right before plummeted. Why would you do that if you know we about to be off shrooms? You do not have no bad energy or bad vibes around you when you know you about to be off of. You just don't. That's not what you do. So I felt some type of way because I was like, I feel like you was trying to purposely trigger people because now I don't even want to do the shrooms. You got me in a weird foul-ass mood. So anyways, she ends up pulling through anyways, pulling up to the hotel. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I pulled up late. I was with my ex at the time. I went to go get from my ex. Okay, we were not together, but I just went to go get from my ex because I needed a stress relief. And of course, we're being safe. We're all being safe. Please understand that. Testing, condoms, all of it. So I had to go to him and get some stress relief and just chill and vibe and whatever. And then I had like gone back. So I was like, you're not going to set me off before you do shrooms. That's trifling as fuck. We get there. We vibing, relaxing. We get real comfortable real quick. Everybody's vibing except for her. We walking around half naked, not like sexually towards each other, but just like, as girls in a hotel room, chilling, setting up stuff, etc. My friend and I showed up first. I had left to like just go calm down, okay? So like we showed up, we did our thing, and then the other girl showed up, but while she showed up, I was gone, and then I came back, and the other shawty had come through too. She in there acting real casual, real cute, like, hey, hi. I was like, oh. Because who the fuck were you just yelling at? Who the fuck were you just yelling at? So she pulls up. She looking for the shrooms, bro. She don't want to be there. She was there for the drugs. Nobody charged the girls for it. She did not pay whatsoever. I was like, is this much for blah, blah, blah? Nobody paid, so they just got free shrooms. I was like, you know what? Whatever. But she on the phone with her nigga. which is fine. I was still involved with my ex at the time too. So I wasn't looking at, like, I don't know if it was like, oh, I'm gonna make her jealous. But I was like, girl, I'm still involved with my ex as well. Like, you know, we're not together right now, but so she got him on the phone. We walking around half naked. We're like, excuse you. Like, what? She has, like, she building sexual tension with him on the phone. Hey, y'all, forgive the background noise. I'm at the airport, but I forgot to mention the part where she was talking down on a luxury hotel. Like, she's like, oh, I've been there before. She rejected all the ideas we suggested, even though we were previously talking about it in the chat. She came in, recorded all her content, and then wanted to leave. And she did so by herself. Of course, consent is everything, so I'm not forcing anyone to collaborate, but she made it very clear that she did not want to work with anybody else, not even her own friend, and she got what she needed and she left. Anyways, she's like, where are the shrooms? Where are the shrooms? I had them. I had left with them. Because I was like, well, not me bringing party favors and people acting like that. So I showed up late to the party with the party favors late as well. She there looking like, where the party favors? Where the party favors? So I show up. She's like, okay, everybody take them. Everybody take them. I was like, girl, you was speeding through these shrooms. Like, it's supposed to be an experience. And this was her friend's first time on them too. You don't rush that. You don't, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. So tell me why she leaves. Oh, sorry, no, addendum. Tell me why she leaves after telling everybody to take the party favors, including her friend, who is here for the very first time with us as strangers. She don't know us. She leaves. She leaves her friend, and this is where I lost respect for her. She leaves her friend with two strangers. Me, who she met once at her house. She don't know who the fuck I am. And my friend, who she's never met. And everybody just took. And you could tell her friend is nervous. Like, she was like, okay, like, she was going to live stream it too as well. She was like taking a little bit. I was like, don't force it. Whatever you're comfortable with. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Like, I was like, we tripped before. The lady we got this from, she's reliable. But if you're not feeling it, do not force it, please. Like, it's all about comfort and energy and all of that. So do not force it if it's not there. She leaves. She abandoned her friend. Never came back. Never came back. Y'all, she never came back. She left her friend off substances with two strange girls, or strangers. We're not strange girls, strangers that were just introduced. This was all very new for us. With friends like that, right? So I felt really bad for her. I felt really, really bad. And thankfully, it was a motherfucking vibe, y'all. That night, if you seen that video, you would have thought we was friends for life, for real. Like, man, it was the perfect night. It really was. Like, oh my goodness, we had all the emotions. Like, her friend ended up, I'm not going to tell her business, but her friend got really emotional over somebody who passed, and we were comforting her. And then we had this, like, oh my gosh, like, I love you, no, I love you, no, I love you, no, this is good. Like, and she was saying, she's like, I was really scared for my first time off Forbidden Forest route, but thank y'all for this. Like, we were playing with neon lights. We ended up walking around in a park. Like, it was the most beautiful experience. It was definitely one of my more beautiful shroom trips. And I think Shawty really left her friend off substances for the first time after everybody done took them with two strange girls in a hotel room. In this world, we got good hearts, so of course nothing happened. We took real good care of her, and it was really beautiful. It was really beautiful. We all don't talk much anymore. I'm not friends with my old friend anymore, and I don't talk to the girl anymore either, but like, it was a really memorable experience. And we actually ended up collabing too, completely consensually too. We've collabed, like, and it wasn't anything like intense. It was kind of just like a shower girl tease or whatever. And yeah, but no, that was my first experience. Unfortunately, she did pull that wild card, which was so disrespectful to me. You do not leave somebody off substances with strangers. You just don't. That was like, that's your friend? That's how you treat your friend? That's scary. That's really scary. So that was my first experience with a girl. Unfortunately, it did go sour with the way she treated people in her circle. And I had to say, oh, I don't want to know you. That's really fucked up. Like, wow. Off substances you left in the hotel room? What the fuck? But yeah, she took her drinks and left and went to go fuck her man, I guess. And I was like, do you? And I ended up snapping on her, and she was, oh, you can't talk to me like that. And we never talked again. She sent me a whole bunch of messages, voice messages, and I just never opened them. And that was that. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go catch this flight. Thank you so much for watching. That was my first experience with a girl. Hope you enjoyed this story time. And yeah, just be careful of the people you keep around you. Like, she was a vibe, and then she did that, and I was like, oh, the duality. I don't like that. We don't like that kind of duality. Oh, no. don't know. But yeah, anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.